Ay, 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 ay.
Greetings everyone, my name is Yuxing, and today we're gonna take a quick look at the RomanKey UMS003 Amateur Big Guy, the white skin version. This is one of those figures that work perfectly if you want a base body to customize. Or maybe if you need a mannequin for poses? Or if you just like the looks of it. Hey, we don't judge. So is this simple yet ominous figure worth getting? Well, let's dive right into it and see if that's the case. Now, this big guy comes from RomanKey, which has already done some really great, highly articulated figures. Most of them are more of a base figure like this one, both for a male body and a female body. But the closest they have for a more character-based figure is Jessica the Gun Girl, or just Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Let's not kid ourselves. And apparently there are others in the work that are more like Jessica, not just a base simple figure. And honestly, I'm excited to see what they're cooking. But anywho, going back to this figure in question, I'll say he's pretty good. The painting, well, it's literally just one color, this one being the white version. There are two more versions, a darker version and a slightly peach color version. And just for a simple color, I don't think there's anything I can highlight more about. Besides just saying it works perfectly, depending on the base color of your choosing. However, the sculpt is where things get interesting. The work put on this dude is great! Like, you can't properly see it, but he has some realistic details like these marks on his elbows or knees, which honestly, it was quite disgusting in a weird way when I look at it properly. But it's something to appreciate when it comes to details. The muscles are well defined for what it's trying to achieve, of course. Since this is supposed to be an exaggerated proportion for the fun of it, it's quite nice. Not only that, but this figure feels solid. Not many figures nowadays feels this solid, I'll tell you that. It's kinda refreshing. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. It looks good, it feels good, and it's just a blast to handle. Well, maybe I can nitpick a little, if you guys don't mind, just for the fun of it. And point out these butterfly joints that, well, if you want to say that this guy is actually naked right now, just looking at these joints move feels a bit awkward. Like, the whole pectoral muscle feels like it's disconnecting, and I don't know, it makes me feel the heebie-jeebies. Probably another case of looks versus articulation that I mentioned before on a previous video. Not a big deal though, since it's just a curious aspect of the engineering. Now, when it comes to accessories, for just the base body figure, he has quite a lot to offer. Including the default ones, we have 5 pairs of hands, with 4 extra individual ones. We have by default fist, open hands, relax hands, gesture open hands, chopping hands. We have a thumbs up, a pointing hand, this figure heart gesture hand, and a middle finger hand. It's a bit interesting that these 4 ones are only for his left side. Not sure why they didn't want to add the other side, but it's not a big fuss. We also have boxing gloves, which, I'll be honest, this was probably the reason why I got this guy. He is cool, and I bet I can customize it later, but the boxing gloves really stuck with me, for some reason. This is probably the result of me watching a lot of boxing movies. Out of the box, he comes with bare feet, which is a bit disturbing. And can I just point out how many figures nowadays are coming with bare feet? Should I be concerned? Anyway, besides his bare feet, we also get some shoes, which is appreciated, thank goodness. By default, he comes with a mouthless head with mean eyes, and we also get an eyeless head with sharp teeth. This one's probably my favorite. Just That whole teeth thing is just, oh god. But both look quite good, despite the lack of paint. And can I yap for it just a second? I have zero doubts that RomanKey intentionally did this, teasing us for an almost Venom-like figure. Will this mean they are cooking one? Actually, matter of fact, they did release a limited edition full black paint version of this body, with the teeth actually painted. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, to end this section, we have spare joints, which are quite big. 2 for the wrists and 2 for the feet. And yeah, that's all the accessories he comes with. Surprisingly a lot for just a base figure, but it's totally worth it for this alone. So for articulation, we have some interesting choices, but really great engineering. Taking out his head, we can see he has a ball joint and a peg, which alone gives a great range looking up and down. The neck is connected to a ball joint, giving him more range. However, due to these muscles on his side, the range is limited when it comes to the side to side. As previously mentioned, we have butterfly joints that slides forward and backwards. We have a ball joint that you can see quite well right here, and a hinge on the shoulder. We also have a classic bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and a hinge and a swivel at the wrist. It's a bit hard to see, but it feels like there's a ball joint at the torso, which for the looks of it also has a hinge as well, giving him a good range when crunching and arcing back. Hips are also on a ball joint, which also helps a lot with the range. Legs have a ball joint and a thigh swivel at the base. We have double jointed knees, a hinge and a swivel at the feet, and a toe bend. Articulation is great, and how can it not? Similar to other companies like Rebeltech, RomanKey has a reputation to have good articulation on their figures, and this one doesn't disappoint. Alright, so the last thing we need to check is his size, and here ranges around the 7 inches. He big. For size comparison, here is Mafex Batman The Hush, my previous review, the Snail Shell RPG-03 Grisa, Mafex Tasam 2 Andrew, another big fella, the bootleg SH Figuarts Venom, and finally, other RomanKey figures. And overall, I think this figure is worth it. For around $54–60 depending on shipping and the store, of course, this is not only a solid figure, but quite fun to play around and I believe to customize as well. Not only does it have aura, but it can be fun to just smash it up with other figures. I'll put a link on the description if you're really interested in getting him, or his fellow brothers. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to know your thoughts about this figure in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully. Good night, fellow collectors.